Thank the chair. This amendment prohibits any of the funding in the Milcon VA appropriations bill from being used to carry out President Biden's executive orders on climate change. I was gratified to have offered a similar amendment and to see it adopted on the floor of the House with respect to the National Defense Authorization Act, what we call the NDAA. We believe that the United States military should have a singular focus, and that is also true for the Veterans Administration. It should have a singular focus, ensuring our veterans have the care they need, not advancing the climate fetish that is making us beholden to China for our energy needs, undermining our national security, undermining the very reason veterans put their lives on the line to defend this country. In August of 2021, the VA put forward a, quote, climate action plan, which includes indoctrinating VA employees with so-called climate literacy, pushing renewable energy consumption, sustainable buildings, and greenhouse gas emissions at VA facilities. Now VA is transitioning its fleet of over 22,000 vehicles to zero-emission vehicles. Now, mind you, our American public who want to go about carrying out their jobs and their livelihoods can't even afford vehicles anymore, because we're clamping down on the ability of them to go purchase vehicles because we're limiting the production of the internal combustion engine. So we can have battery-powered automobiles that are being produced with lithium and cobalt and things being mined in Africa while children are being exploited and the Chinese Communist Party is being empowered. All while China, by the way, has got 1,100 coal-fired plants compared to our 250, and they're building 2 a week while we're basically doing nothing to advance anything with respect to reliable energy. Instead, we're putting all of our eggs in the unreliable energy basket, which makes us beholden to China, the Chinese Communist Party, and our enemies around the globe, rather than exporting liquefied natural gas and making us stronger. And again, the Veterans Administration ought to reflect the American people and our strength by focusing on its core mission, providing health care and providing benefits that are necessary for those who have served to defend our country. My Democratic colleagues apparently think you can power a VA hospital on wind and solar alone. And of course you cannot. It's not possible. Anybody who looks at it and looks at the data and see, on a windless, cloudy day, how are you powering a VA hospital? You're powering it with fossil fuels.
I have shocking news to inform you about. The SNAP program may undergo a few changes soon. Lawmakers in Congress and advocacy groups are now saying that SNAP monthly benefits should be increased even more. But for some U.S. households, benefit payouts may arrive earlier than expected this week. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing several winners every Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dear friends, please make sure that you enter these giveaways. All you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. The USDA has recently publicized its adjustment to the SNAP food benefits, addressing the rise in living expenses for the upcoming 2024 fiscal year. Commencing this October, households consisting of 4 individuals will encounter an elevation in the maximum monthly benefit to $973 across the majority of U.S. states. This stands as a 3.6% boost compared to the current monthly ceiling of $939, accessible to 4-person households. So at first glance, a 3.6% upsurge in food benefits appears to outpace the overall progression in living costs, presenting a commendable improvement. But nevertheless, this increase still falls short of accommodating the amplified food prices that have burdened millions of American families. Families will find it difficult to adequately provide for their members with this amount. Households with limited income have endured substantial financial strains. Rendering an extra $34 per month is insufficient for a family of 4. Annually in June, the USDA reassesses SNAP benefits in accordance with the changes in living expenses for that year. Drawing on insights from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the living costs escalated by 3% in June 2023 compared to the previous year. Nonetheless, the predicament lies in the fact that inflation has not uniformly impacted all sectors. Food prices have experienced a much more pronounced increase than the 3% average. The expenses linked with purchasing food for consumption at home surged by 5.7% from June 2022 to June 2023. This figure would be a more pragmatic foundation for determining the elevation in food benefits. A 5.7% expansion in SNAP benefits for a family of 4 would elevate the maximum monthly sum to $993, as opposed to the current $973. Geographical disparities significantly influence food prices. Admittedly, SNAP benefits already vary across states like Alaska and Hawaii, where the cost of living is notably higher. These are not the sole regions encountering elevated food expenses. If one resides in a food desert where accessing affordable, nutritious food is problematic, their SNAP benefits will stretch even thinner. Research from the Urban Institute demonstrates that in certain parts of the nation, meal costs exceeded SNAP benefits by over 50% in 2022. So, for instance, in Wyoming's Lincoln and Teton counties, a reasonably priced meal amounted to $4.30. That is a substantial 58% increase, surpassing the average SNAP benefit. Regrettably, hunger remains an enduring issue in the United States. As per the USDA, more than 10% of households encountered food insecurity at some point in 2021. This aligns with Feeding America's data, indicating that over 53 million individuals sought assistance from food banks during that same year. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about the prices of groceries? Please let me know in the comments section below. According to the National Hurricane Center, Hurricane Idalia is expected to rapidly intensify before it makes landfall in Florida. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency, and the state is making preparations, including the early release of SNAP benefits. The Naples Daily News reported that the Florida Department of Children and Families, the agency responsible for administering SNAP to Floridians, will request the early release of benefits depending on the severity of the storm. Florida SNAP benefits typically go out between the 1st and the 28th of the month. Last year, SNAP helped 13% of Florida households. The average payment per household member per month is $180 for fiscal year 2023, or $5.93 per day. Early SNAP benefits could provide much-needed relief to Florida SNAP households before Hurricane Idalia makes landfall. Households can use these funds to prepare for the storm and stock necessary foods and other necessities. Naples News Daily reported that Floridians are encouraged to monitor weather conditions and listen to orders from local officials. Residents should also review disaster preparedness plans and stock their disaster supply kits. Well, my magnificent and awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you for being here and for being part of this community. My friends, to say thank you and to show my appreciation to every single one of you, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards every Friday. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.